Hello everyone, we are back here with another vlog on immunity. Yes, that's the most spoken aspect of life in these few months, and for the entire life you haven't been thought about it, and then suddenly you are there. Oh God, how is my immunity? Is it good or not? How should I make it good? You may have seen ample of videos, posts, blogs regarding your body's immunity. What helps in that? Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, selenium, a lot of things. Some of you might even have popped in a pill for that. But do you really know what is the recommended dietary allowance? How much does your body requires or so? Well, definitely, if you consult your doctor, it's absolutely fine because they are fantastically loaded with ample of knowledge, so they know. But what if you're taking it on your own without consulting or so? This video is basically specifically for those who are or not aware of the basic concepts of the consumptions regarding recommended dietary allowance, which is stated by the regulating body. So what we come directly straight to is sleep. We'll list out few points where you can improve and build a good immunity of yourself. Is sleep, which is the most compromised aspect according to me in India, I feel, because people are working day and night, who are working in shifts as well. Everyone is in a constant run, but in this they tend to ignore their sleep, which is the most important thing, and by the time the body indicates you are on medications. So yes, you need to pay attention to your well-being pretty early in life, so that you take care of your body now, and your body will take care of you later in your seniority. So yes, coming back to sleep, is normally adults require around 7.5 hours of sleep, net deep sleep. It should not be interfered, because in sleep your body performs the basic wear and tear of the organs, tissues, muscles. Your workout recovery, the most important thing, is done in sleep. So the better good sleep you take, next day you feel more energetic and rejuvenated. And it depends from individual and age groups as well, because a normal adult will require 7 to 7.5 hours or 8 hours, which is the best. Teenagers require 8 to 10 hours of sleep, because their life is also too hectic nowadays. Colleges, classes, friends hang out, a lot of things. The youth is the energy for the nation. Yes, you need to preserve that energy. So take good amount of sleep, college teenagers. This is for you. You have a pretty long life to go to live, so take care of yourself. And yes, small children's sleep time varies from 14 to 16 hours. Majority of the small children, they often take a good amount of sleep. That is why everyone in their house makes a pin drop silence when they are sleeping, because they know how important sleep is for the baby's growth and development. Obviously they do get ill a while, but that is because they are not familiar to eating, or so they are just very new to what you could say is consumption of food. Initially they don't tend to like, but parents somehow they convince, or they do some sort of actions and they feed them. So that is the reason some children, why they fall ill. So moral of the story in the aspect of sleep is have good amount of sleep, because sleep is the building block of immunity, according to me. I would rather say that. Then we would come to healthy fats. Healthy fats, you limit the amount of processed food and consume healthy fats such as olive oil, high number of antioxidants which keeps free radicals. Basically, those are bad things which come into your body through any mean, and your immune system keeps them at bay by fighting it out. So healthy fats, omega-3, basic omega-3, omega-6, omega-9. So you can have those in flax seeds, chia seeds, olive oil, as I said. Non-vegetarians can have fish, excellent source of fat, fish oils also. and walnuts, good amount of omega-3. So these are big examples. When you go through surfing, you will get hell number of things out there with exact proportion, and so you don't need to play the number game, because if you can't tell yourself how much fat, how much energy you're burning out, how much is your intake and output. Your whole day will go in that, so don't go into the number game. It's just simple. You just need to clear your basics out. So that's about fats. And limit your processed food. Processed food, basically it is processed means in the packet, and in the packet means they have number of preservatives or so you need to limit that. Start your food from scratch, because you know what you're putting in that, how you're cooking it, because even the method of cooking increases or decreases the nutritive value of food. 8th-9th standard science, yes, I remember it now. So cooking methods are also very important. Steaming, baking, and these are quite popular methods for cooking because they retain the nutritive value. Whenever you're boiling the food, take a watch not to throw the stock, because it contains ample of nutrients in that. You can use it in numerous ways. Even I am learning how to use that. You can also learn. Internet is the biggest source of knowledge and is available to everyone. So start from scratch, cook and eat. A wide number of recipes available, and you can just take a look, learn, and you'll enjoy. You'll seriously enjoy. And again, next we would come to exercise. Now, exercise keeps everything at bay: your stress, anger, depression, and obesity, obviously. So recommended exercise time is around 150 minutes a week. People who work out regularly, they have a stronger immunity. The reason behind that is they have their increased basal metabolic rate. That means number of calories required by the body to burn out to keep everything steady and healthy. So they're consuming more amount of food, healthy food I would rather say, good amount of nutritious foods, and their body is getting ample of nutrients widely, so they have a good immunity because their absorption rate is pretty high. So indulge yourself in workouts. You have dance, work at home, so work out at home as well. Go for jogging, any kind of physical activity which you would like, you can indulge into that. Fermented food has ample amount of good bacteria, which is fantastic for your gut. Those are called probiotics, and they maintain the healthy gut flora fauna. So majority of the attack, what you say, viruses and bacteria, the bad ones get eliminated due to their presence. So have good amount of fermented food as well, because they contain ample of water also, which is good for keeping you hydrated. Now, linking to hydration, I would come to water intake. Water intake is absolutely necessary, because even if slightest of your water levels drop in your body, the hunger and water signals are closely linked. So if you feel even thirsty, which you won't, you will feel hungry. The reason behind it, because the signaling things are located so nearly that you tend to get mixed up. By that time when you are thirsty, you actually run towards food, and that's the way you end up overeating as well. Now, overeating then again comes to food requires water as well for digestion purposes, which is taken from the body in any manner. So even if the digestion goes through and all, your body gets more dehydrated as well, and caffeine products also tend to make you feel dehydrated. Initially you feel good, but as and when time passes, you feel dehydrated. So watch out on your water level, also intake. So normal average individual water consumption should be around 2 to 2.5 liters a day. It depends on individual to individual, your workout pattern, your daily routine as well. So have a watch on that as well. Stress. most unavoidable thing here, but we need to learn how to deal with that. Indulge in yoga, exercise, or meditations so that your stress levels are low, because if your stress levels are high, the cortisol hormone, which is the bad hormone, they rather say that, these hormones, I don't want to know what do they cause inside the body, so keep it at bay. Beat anything, because that's not good for your body. Stress diverts your body from your normal routine to some different sorts of things, and stress basically gives you diabetes, stress gives you obesity, disrupts your digestion level, gives you blood pressure, coronary heart disease, leads to all bad things. So keep your stress at bay, because keeping that things at bay will automatically increase your immunity. That's right, yes. And last but not the least, supplement wisely. Artificial supplements are easily available. You have access to them, you have access to the net. Now vitamin C, normal supplementation from your food, is recommended dietary allowance is 90 to 95 mg for men and 70 to 75 mg for women. Now smokers, basically these RDAs are for non-smokers. Smokers require 30 to 35 mg of more vitamin C, and they are different RDA for pregnant women, lactating women, people who are recovering from injury or surgery as well. The exact quantity can only be decided by a registered health practitioner or a registered dietitian. So always consult before you start any additional supplementation, because starting and ending, there's a big difference in those, because once you start, your body focus of absorbing the nutrition from food changes to the artificial supplementation. So even if you stop, your body won't be able to absorb the nutrition from the food, because it is used to absorb nutrition from the artificial supplementation. So the process of discontinuing the supplementation is also designed in a particular way. So you take one day not, or take 1 week, stop in between for 1-2 days, then again take. It's a long process of about 6 months or so. It depends on individual to individual as well. Be it anything, vitamin C, zinc, magnesium, selenium, protein, obviously the most consumed supplement, because often people say they don't get enough protein in their diet. So that is also very important. A pattern of taking and the pattern of discontinuing, it is very important. So I hope this knowledge gives you a good wide variety of view to help in selecting your foods. And last but not the least, keep your plate colorful, because all amount of citrus fruits, or what they call vitamin C, vegetables, all the colorful veggies and fruits contain ample of vitamin C. You could go up to Google, you could Google out the vitamin C content in colorful fruits and veggies. You will be amazed by the quantities which nature has provided to us. So accordingly, for a healthy individual, supplementation is generally not required. So have 4 to 5 servings of fruits and veggies each day, and you won't get any deficiency, and you will have a good immunity all around the year. So have a good sleep, stay well hydrated, avoid processed foods, eat fermented foods, indulge in exercise, keep stress at bay, and watch out on artificial supplementation. Okay, so I think you like the video, so kindly give a thumbs up. Do subscribe to my channel Nutrition by Kshitij to stay updated with health facts. And yes, we have a contest out tomorrow, which is I am giving away a nutrition plan and a consultation for just $1,000. And along with that, if you wish to take up exercise plan as well, it is for 2,000, which is a consultation plus exercise and nutrition for 2,000. So which is a pretty good deal for a month. The entries would be valid only for those 24 hours who have enrolled on the 12th of July 2020. The next entire week will be of consultation only for those who have registered on 12th of July. So do not miss the opportunity for upgrading to a better version of yourself, and keep watching Nutrition by Kshitij. Share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much. Take care.